Disclaimer. Okay, I'm gonna say some things in this video that a lot of you might not agree with, but let's just say that this is my opinion. You are free to disagree with it, and I would love to hear your own opinions in the comments down below. But it's my opinion, so please let's not go on a witch hunt, okay? So the new trailer for the Joker movie, the upcoming Joker movie, dropped a couple of days ago, and what can I say, man? Judging from the trailer, I'm pretty sure that this is going to be a pretty much epic and even an Oscar-worthy movie. If not for the Best Picture, then at least a Best Actor award for Joaquin Phoenix is in the bag. Because from what we've seen from the trailer, this guy is one of the greatest actors working right now in Hollywood, probably ever. The range of facial impressions that this guy has and the way he is capable of making any type of role his own, it's really incredible. That first smile that we see in this trailer, it sounded like chill down my spine, but at the same time it put a smile on my face. So that is a mark of an excellent actor, that he can make you feel so much emotions from only one smile. Like, he goes from this really angry looking face to this like really subtle smile, and yeah, it's going to be epic. Joaquin Phoenix, I have no doubt he's going to knock it out of the park as the Joker. And you know what? This is the first controversial thing that I'm gonna say. I don't know why it's controversial, but you know what? I think we have a new contender for the best Joker ever put on screen. And I think Joaquin Phoenix is going to be able to grab that crown from Heath Ledger's from The Dark Knight and put it on his head, because this Joker is much more closer to the source material as compared to Heath Ledger's Joker from back in the day. And it's Joaquin Phoenix, man. Like, you can't go wrong by giving Joaquin Phoenix a crazy character to play as. Okay, I'm running towards my bunker to wait out the shitstorm that's eventually gonna come my way. But I have to say that. Now, before I say what I have to say, let me just say that I'm not a DC fanboy. I love Marvel as much as I love DC, and I'm a fan of the MCU. But you know what? Let's be honest, okay? Come on. The MCU or Marvel or Disney in general doesn't have the balls between them to pull off anything even close to what the Joker is about to do. Which is why, in my opinion, Marvel is never going to be better than DC when it comes to creativity. Now, I know their movies make a lot of money, and that is simply due to the fact that their movies are much more targeted towards children and families. They have a bunch of jokes, their movies are filled with jokes, and you know, children and families gravitate much more towards lightheartedness as compared to really dark and depressing. And Marvel also has a really big comic base which goes to their movies. Add that with the families and children's, and you have success on your hands. Now, DC has a rough road in the DCEU, no doubt about that. But what I love about DC, and have always loved about DC, is the risk taking. These guys are never afraid to take risks. As compared to the other movies that have come out from the last 11 years, ever since the MCU took off, the Joker is one of the prime examples of like a really breath of fresh air when it comes to a comic book movie. It is about a comic book character, a legendary comic book character, but it is not following the formula of any of the movies, especially the MCU formula, which is sadly being followed by the general DCU now. But yeah, this is completely different from anything that we have ever seen before. This is much more like a character-centric drama movie, an Oscar-worthy movie, I think, in my opinion, as compared to a comic book movie. And that is a risk in itself, because in a world saturated with so many comic book movies and Marvel dominating the scene with their kid-friendly, family-friendly movies, this is a pretty much big risk when it comes to investing a lot of money in making a movie. But you know what? That is what actually keeps DC on the fresher side of things as compared to the MCU. Now, the MCU, like I said, has a formula. All of their movies are basically the same. They follow the same formula. They have a bunch of jokes, and at the end of the day, it is a really fun flick to watch with family and friends, and that's it. But DC movies, they kind of like stick with you when they come out, or especially the old ones. You can look at the Dark Knight trilogy, and you can look at Man of Steel, even though there are not a lot of fans of the Man of Steel, but yeah, there are a lot of fans also of Man of Steel. And now this movie is about to come out in a world saturated with these like colorful comic book movies, and it just like increases my respect for what DC is and their creativity and their risk taking, because eventually those people who are taking actually risks and bringing us something really new and fresh, those are the people who are actually going to succeed in the long run. because the MCU is now like 10 years old, and from what I hear, after Endgame, most of the most famous characters are leaving, their contracts are up, so I don't know where the MCU is going from here on out after Endgame. And I really think the MCU needs to like freshen things up for them and really change up their formula of what they're doing. Even though if they do, I don't think they have it in them. Joker is going to be amazing. I'm really glad that they took the path, this dark gritty path like the Dark Knight trilogy with this movie, and not like put it on the comedic route like all of the other movies that are coming out now. And you know what, this is a really big risk that DC is taking. I really hope it pays off because it looks like it's going to be an amazing movie. And you know what, we all need to support these kinds of movies, because all of the other stuff, they are getting really generic and boring. So that's all I have to say about that. That was my opinion. Please don't go on a witch hunt if you don't agree with it. I would love to hear your own thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. If you like this video, please do consider leaving a like, and if you enjoy my work, do consider subscribing and turning on those notification bells so you can get more videos with my silky smooth voice. That's a plus. With that said, I am Oni. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe, stay cool. Peace out.